So, Adam Taurus. What can I say about our divine leader? Yeah, totally. Dude's a fucking nut job. I saw him slaughter every single human on our last mission. Like, if we're supposed to be about peace and trying to get a good name for the faunists, why are we just slaughtering people? Yeah, they're utter D-bags, and they probably don't deserve to live. But who are we to decide that? Why can't we just lock them up, incapacitate them, hit them really, really hard, make them wake up with a headache? Dude's gone haywire. Like, no matter what happens, Gira can berate him all he fucking wants, but this dude does not listen. He just keeps doing it. I don't want to take orders from someone who's going to just massacre everyone until we get what we want. How does that make us better? I don't know if we're the good guys anymore. I really don't. I really, really don't. Are we gonna go down in history as the bad guys yet again? Can we turn this around? I don't know.
Hey, Reagan, we're starting the broadcast soon. We need you up front.
Alright, coming. Well, looks like I gotta go help. We're apparently salting a train today. What next? Fuck.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the RWBYcast. Today we have with us
Jenny, hi.
I'm Brad. Hi.
I'm Kirsten. Hello!
and I'm Emi Leigh. Without any further introduction, let's start RWBYcast. What the fuck was that?
What was what?
What the fuck? What are you? Are we all good? Do we
We're
know?
good.
I guess so.
Jenny, do you know
Y'all
where
good?
you are? Jenny, do you know where you are?
What?
Do you know where you are at the current moment in time?
No.
I'm trapped in the fourth dimension.
You're on RWBYcast, which is the podcast that happens every week, totally 100%. And we even talked about an off-season. That totally happened. You just didn't see it. It's totally somewhere on the channel. Just go look for it. Subscribe to make sure that you see it. It's part of the membership program. Totally 100%. Anyway, we're going to talk about RWBY every time that an episode airs. We're generally going to talk about it the Saturday of, although that's when the video comes out, rather. So once RWBY starts actually happening, you're going to see this a lot more often. But for right now, we're just going to talk about the Adam trailer and get reassociated with RWBYcast as we know it. You might have noticed a little bit of a short beforehand, and that was the thing that, well, it'll explain itself in due time, but we do hope you're enjoying it. We're trying some new things with this season. Anyway, so let's get into talking about the Adam trailer that dropped.
Oh man, where do we start?
The beginning, I assume.
Boo!
As an Adam Taurus fan, I'm like completely disappointed.
Why is that? Like, what about the trailers is disappointing?
Actually, a lot of things, but first off, his voice actor. I don't know if it was meant to be this way, but like the lack of emotion, just like it really irked me. It was
a
terrible.
joke when we were like. That was a joke when we were rewatching it, like just
Yeah.
the fucking robot voice.
It was
that moment when the background characters outperform the main character of the short.
I mean, seriously, and
Right?
honestly, Blake wasn't like. I don't know what was wrong with Aaron in this scene, but even Blake was just like not up to the usual standards she usually is. It was all really bad. It was.
Something was definitely off.
Yeah. I mean.
Okay, so I think because I found out apparently people at Rooster Teeth listen to this podcast. So before we tell people, hey, we hate your stuff, because we don't.
Wait, who's listening?
Excuse
That's
me.
a good question. That's a
Man.
good question.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm
I don't
worried.
hate their stuff. I love their stuff. I love Adam. I love all their characters, and for the most part, I love their series. But this was just really disappointing to me.
Yeah, I mean, before we get into that, like the exact reasons why everything was off, and why everything was awful. No, it was a okay short.
It was okay.
Let's get into the good stuff first. Let's get to the good, then we'll discuss the bad.
Okay.
So I think we should all kind of take turns on this, and since I'm gonna give you guys to think about the good stuff real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the new shading engine, whatever engine it is amazing. I like the fact that shading went from being harsh tones in volume 4 and 5 to like this soft color shading, like it's like the blues and the reds rather than just black shading, which is really good. Specifically the lighting on the scene where it's Blake and Adam talking, you could tell from Blake's the shadows on Blake's face that they really spent time refining like how shading works, the way they render like the vague outline, like the grease pencil style lines. It was so much better this season than it has been the previous. Not to mention movement in general has kind of been more fluid with like hair and clothing, and while I do have gripes about the weapons, there have been some moments where like the weapons have been like really really good.
Yeah.
In the short alone.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's totally my thing. Jenny, what did you like about
Yeah, the animation, the music was pretty cool. I do like their song choice they used. Also, Blake's ears moving with her emotions. I thought that was a nice little touch.
I think I said this before, but to piggyback off of your music comment, I think that like during the fight scene with Sienna Khan and Adam and all them in the big hallway, I think that was an unused track in Red vs. Blue season 10, because it sounds a lot like one of the unused tracks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
This might just be a remix of it though, so who?
You know, I did
Either
hear
way,
something there, so you might be right.
Either way, it was pretty cool.
Either way, it was probably... I think it's one of my favorite tracks that I've ever heard from RWBY. Like, I actually like the music because it reminds me of, I'm like riding on the recent Blaze Blue Cross Tag battle. Because, like, Adam's theme, or whatever song this is supposed to be, it sounded very Blaze Blue-esque, and I live for the Blaze Blue music because of how, it's very energizing in a way.
Yeah.
And I like it.
It reminded me more of the music that was in the beginning of season 3 and season 2.
Oh, right.
Where it's not all just, like, super sad and brings you down a little bit. It's more energetic and kind of has that more rocky tune, feel to it.
It's very much the Jeff Williams just went into the music studio, went, this sounds freaking dope, and then was like, here, I'm going to bless your ears with my sweet guitar skills, bow before me. And I'm like, yes sir. What was your favorite part of the trailer, Brad?
I wrote notes about the entire trailer, so I don't know. I wouldn't say I have a favorite scene, but I definitely liked the choreography a little bit more in this one as compared to the end of the last volume, because it felt like I could follow the movements a bit more, and when I slowed it down, it wasn't like all motion blur. But I definitely liked being able to like see the characters move a little more, as opposed to Dragon Ball Zing all over the place. But I guess that would be my favorite part. Definitely enjoyed that. But I'll go over like the rest of my notes like as we go through it. I'd like to go through each scene in general.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Right after I say that we're no longer dissecting episodes and such.
I mean, we're not dissecting episodes, but like there's a lot to talk about, honestly.
Typical Brad breaking the rules.
Screw
on,
the
Brad.
rules. I have money.
All right, Seto Kaiba.
Kirsten, what's your favorite part of the episode?
The love of my life, my fondest wife, had more screen time.
Ilya, I see.
Wrong. No, I was very... When Sienna Khan was first introduced in RWBY, I was actually very happy to see her. I loved her character design. I just felt like, oh, I'm going to like her character. And then she fucking dies. And I'm like, all right. everyone I love dies. Great.
Right. This is Miles. If you want to bring back, if you want to make a way like characters come back to life in RWBY, and you want people to not be mad at it, don't bring back Pyrrha. Bring back Sienna Khan.
No, bring back Pyrrha.
Bring back
please,
both.
bling. Please bring back Pyrrha.
Yeah, bling,
Please.
Right, but
bling
make sure
Pyrrha.
that Sienna Khan is with
Please.
it.
I
'Cause
don't
if it's
care.
just
Yeah.
Pyrrha,
No, hang on.
I'm gonna be
Hang on.
mad.
Hold on. You said that we have some Rooster Teeth employees listening to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever is listening to this, please tell Miles or Carrie, or Miles and Carrie, if you are watching. I don't care if you bring Pyrrha back as a Grimm. I don't care if it's like some flashback or something. I want her back, please.
I want to see her in the
Guys.
new animation style at the very least because
We did.
No, we didn't.
No, we did.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
No.
If you're talking
We
about the
didn't.
scene
It
on
was-
the
no,
scroll, that
we-
was the old school animation style on the scroll.
It was. It just had
No.
it was the old animation style, but it had the new shading.
But
Yeah.
you're also forgetting the flashback scene in the end of Volume
She was
5?
she was on like a phone. No, that was season 4.
No, when RWBY flashes back to Cinder killing Pyrrha. Do you not remember that?
Did they reanimate it?
Yeah. Either that or
It's
they
been
just
6
ignored
months.
it.
Honestly, I
Reanimated.
don't remember.
Either way, we saw her in the current art style, and that's the specifics of what you gave. So there you go, mission accomplished. A+.
No,
Unfortunately,
Look,
we're needy
look,
fans and we
look.
need more.
Just I want to see some impact of Pyrrha.
Yeah.
You did an arrow in her chest.
Oh, Emi, too soon. Too soon.
It's
Too soon,
It's
fam.
been 3 years.
It's still too soon.
Ugh.
I'm still hurting. I'm still
Yeah.
hurting.
The emotional pain runs deep.
You know who isn't? Pyrrha, because she's dead. Anyway, let's move on.
I knew it.
Motherfucker.
I
But let me
felt it
let me go
coming.
back to Sienna Khan though. I am very happy that we got some more screen time. I loved her fight scene so much. I love her weapon. Like what is the actual name of that weapon? Like, does anyone know?
I don't know.
Chain
like,
dagger.
If you wouldn't have asked me, I would have been able to tell you.
Oh,
like
I know what
some-
it is. I know what it is.
What is it?
Kunai
is
with
it?
chain.
Yeah, kind of.
It's
Just I love that the links in the chain are all dust powered. That's a nice touch.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, do you have anything bad to say about Sienna Khan? Like if I dared you, could you say something bad about Sienna Khan?
I can say something bad about everyone in this short, and sum it up with one word: aura.
Go on. Oh.
There's something.
Ooh.
This is the one of the big points. Instead of like going through
What did
each
you say?
scene in aura, because one of the biggest things I noticed
right.
throughout this whole thing is like the only time we saw aura at all was with Gira, which was good. Like it showed like he was actually being hit. It kind of displayed that. I feel like there should have been more of that. Like the entire short during every fight scene, I feel like we should have seen more of that. Like I saw one of the White Fang soldiers get hit and just went down. He didn't aura flash. It looked like he didn't have any. Like why is he there?
Yeah.
If you don't have aura, why are you there? Same thing with all the soldiers for the Atlas guards, like the security.
Right.
They didn't have aura. None of the actual people that we know have aura got hit. I feel like it would have been more impactful if, like, as Adam was going around slicing and dicing, you see his aura flicker just a little bit, but he just doesn't care. He just keeps going. Like, that would have been so good.
But to do the thing like talking bad about Sienna Khan, I don't know. I did not enjoy some of the delivery of her lines. Like, oh god, what when she was talking to Adam in the hall, I don't know, just something about that last line, like, oh, you can sit next to with me on the throne or some shit like that.
If you keep on with this, you will be by my side at the throne.
Yeah, just I did not like the delivery of that. Like I was like,
Yeah.
falls a little flat.
Did you not like the delivery, or did you not like the fact she wasn't saying it to you?
Look, as much as I want her to kill me, and it's just so I can get down on my knees and she can like fucking behead me for all I care.
Not where I thought you were going with that, but okay, keep going.
Go on.
like
Ladies and
that
gentlemen,
delivery.
ladies and gentlemen, let's get this gore fan fiction going.
I don't know.
Now
They
tell me what you
jumped
really
ar-
feel.
I get that they jumped around a lot to like signify like, oh yeah, this is how Adam got where he is because Sienna sent him. I don't know. I figured after everything, I kind of wanted her to be somewhat wary of his actions. Like at first, of course, she could be like, oh, he's been treated as a hero, but like Blake brought up, it's just happened more and more and more. And then like, wasn't there a part in one of the volumes where she, like right before she died, she was actually outraged by how many casualties there are?
To be fair, I'm very, very kind of misty on Volume 5 because I never really went back to rewatch it too often.
But I could have sworn that she was very, upset with how he was taking things. I would have wanted her to have some sense of, maybe this guy isn't who I can trust. Maybe I shouldn't trust him to do this.
I remember that.
Just...
I remember this scene you're talking about.
Yeah.
It does sound familiar, yeah.
Yeah. It honestly feels like it jumped around a lot.
No, yeah.
And maybe they'll fill it in a little bit more in the next season.
I hope.
But there's so many plot holes. And I know it's just a character short, but
I so hope that we just, we go this entire season and Adam never shows up once.
I swear to God.
like a Team Coffee.
Yeah. Man, remember Team Coffee or Team Sun or Team Funky? Or
Okay, I'm
Team Ruby?
No, we're holding it. We're holding it for like a second. I didn't get to talk about this because I wasn't in the finale podcast.
The finale podcast never got posted. I mean, they totally got posted.
Okay,
I don't believe
but
I was in that
here's-
one either.
I'm still pissed that Neptune, Scarlet, and Sage aren't with them. Like, I was so happy that they were going to Haven. I was hoping to God because, look, Team Sun is they're fan favorites. They all love them.
Yeah, but Gavin's
In the RWBY
always
universe
busy.
and ours.
Yep.
Gavin's so busy,
fair,
though.
but at the same time, it's like they could have just made him silent or at least brought Neptune back.
But Carrie's so busy, though.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Oh my
wait.
Well, they need to clear
Isn't
up
he-
their
isn't
fucking schedules and get back to recording because we need to see their beautiful faces.
Isn't he voicing Oscar? Wait.
Shh. No, he's not. He doesn't voice Oscar.
I thought he did. Wait.
No, God,
What voice
no.
is Oscar then? Hang on, I'm looking this up.
The Oscar predicament.
While you're looking this up, before I lose my train of thought, because that's gonna happen, on what Brad said with the aura thing, kind of piggybacking off of that a little bit, this is gonna sound really terrible, but I like that we actually saw blood in the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first time it showed anyone, actually physically getting hurt.
Damn, we get.
I mean, we saw Jean's cut, but I mean...
that shit
That
healed.
was gory.
Oh.
That was bloody. That was blood gushing everywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the first time we've actually seen someone
Wait, wasn't there
bleed.
blood on the spear or whatever when
No.
Weiss got stabbed?
No.
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
Okay, so we're all morons because the voice of Oscar Pine is Aaron Dismuke, however you pronounce that last name, who was the voice of Alphonse Elric.
Excuse me?
Yeah, okay,
How did
I
we
knew
forget that it was Al? Like, that was the whole thing with...
It was Al in the original, and the original Full Metal Alchemist is not nearly as good as Brotherhood was, so I've kind of forgotten.
Yeah.
It's still, like...
So.
Hey, Oscar, I forgot to tell you. Ruby's making stew tonight. Fuck yeah!
Oh man, that's the greatest blooper ever. But
God,
let's
we're
see.
idiots.
So I want to talk. I talked about this before we actually started recording, and I never actually went on detail about it. So
God
while
damn
Brad
it, Emi.
likes the fight scenes, I only like the one in the hallway because the Adam fight scene where they're fighting in the truck, or by the trucks and all that, and fighting the human people in the forest. That was the sloppiest fight scene I have ever seen in my life.
No, totally.
I mean, as much as I don't want to hate on the animators, it was lazy. It was very, very lazy.
I'm gonna say the I don't know what they were supposed to be, but whoever was like shooting at them aimed about as well as stormtroopers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that too. I mean, the one that hit Gira was probably a lucky shot.
Gira's not exactly
Yeah.
a small target though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even a stormtrooper has to hit eventually.
Yeah.
that's true.
Who
I-
shot
the-
first, the
but-
human or the faunus?
there is one thing I want to add on to that. This goes back to like what I was saying about people being hit and like showing their aura, but it feels like every main character or like sub main character has like the biggest Jedi like ability to sense when something's being shot at them so they can block it. That's
See,
not
okay,
that's not how guns work.
It makes sense for like faunus, for instance, because like we were talking earlier, Blake hears things that other people sometimes can't hear as well.
Yeah, well I mean, but like
It makes sense for
every
them, but
shot.
like for Ruby or Yang, for instance, that it's just, yeah, what are you doing?
Maybe he's got a little Jarvis on the inside of that mask. It's like totally like bullets coming here, 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 and here.
I don't know, but like they'll be blocking from like behind them and like around, and it's like, I mean, get hit once, make me feel like there's some sort of danger, but like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Adam's always been super OP. Please nerf.
God, he's an edgelord.
He is an edgelord. He's the edgelord boy with an edgelord trailer.
He was
But,
OP until the end of Volume
someone
5.
still loves him.
I love him with a passion.
Hi guys, welcome to the anti-Adam podcast.
Except
to
me.
be fair,
Except me.
let's also talk about the fact that someone else here loves the person who urged him on and wanted the death of humans just as much as Adam did, and yet freaking Kirsten still likes Sienna Khan.
Look, she changed her mind as shit was
you
getting
can't.
wary.
Look,
But
you
that didn't
can't
show,
do that.
apparently.
No. She didn't like the fact that he was taking over. Let's not misconstrue her meanings here. You're just as bad.
Okay, alright.
There's a lot of character development that needs to go into Sienna.
Well, I mean, the only thing that's going into Sienna is a blade from Adam.
Come on, man.
Well, who knows? Maybe we can get a character short on her.
Okay, but
Maybe.
to be fair,
Rooster Teeth family, get on that.
to be fair, I'm like you, Emmy. Volume 5 was a bit of a haze for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will take the fucking fault here if what you said is right.
Yeah. I think it's because she was like, "Hey, you're taking more control and you're stepping outside of my bounds." Blah blah blah. But I mean, to be fair, my favorite character is Emerald, who steals from poor people and I'm pretty sure killed Tuxans, whoever his name was in Volume 3.
Tuxan Raider? Tuscan?
Yeah,
Tuscan?
Yeah, I mean,
definitely did.
She also assisted on the fall of Beacon, which totally killed a ton of people and destroyed an entire city and ruined a government. So, I mean, we're all bad here except for maybe Brad. Brad, you love a villain with all your heart?
I feel like he likes Salem.
No.
No,
I don't.
he just
I don't.
he
I
likes
don't
a
do.
dumbass.
fan.
I don't do the like the evil like veiny look. That's kind of creepy.
You don't like Cortana?
Are there any villains? That's not veins. That's code. She's in a different category, so you don't say anything bad about Cortana. Who do I?
I will say I also loved Neapolitan or Neo, and I really
Man,
wanted to
I
come
wish
back.
we
Yeah.
got more of her.
I will admit to liking Neo. Neo's pretty cool as a character goes.
Neo's a likable villain.
Neo is a case study of how someone can like a character without them ever actually revealing anything that you could like.
Exactly.
This is very true.
She's sassy without even like
Yeah.
speaking. Like she has
Yeah.
that.
I want her to come back with Torchwick's cane and hat. Like,
Oh,
I
dude.
really
that
wanna see
that
Yes.
Dude,
that is the
You know what?
embodiment of big dick energy.
you know what I just had an idea about is what if she came back like with the hat, with the cane, changed her outfit to kind of match his and is copying like his style with her semblance because she's so torn up and mentally scarred
my
by
heart.
his death.
Don't break
You're
my
gonna
heart.
break me.
That would be great if she was literally Neo-Roman.
I really want to see that. That makes me want to cry a little bit.
I like that idea.
At Rooster Teeth employees, where's Neo?
Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Rooster Teeth, capitalize on all of our great ideas.
I would even I would even be okay if like they were passing by like an ice cream shop and she was just sitting there like eating an ice cream, like just like watching and then like has nothing relevant to the plot but is just there. I'd be okay with that.
But what if she had like his clothes and hat and stuff in the scene in front of her with a bowl of ice cream?
No!
I can't.
Oh. Are you listening to us,
that
Miles?
was too sad for me to
Are you
finish.
listening?
Do the gods
Did
smile
you hear the
upon this?
heartstrings tear?
Y'all bringing me down.
Oh.
Carrie somewhere just got an erection as well. Like, I can feel sad.
I want.
Let me start animating this now.
I would hate to love that.
There's only one time I've cried in RWBY, and that would be the second time I would ever cry if that was a thing. I would
Time I
try so
cried in
hard.
RWBY was Penny's death.
Mine was Pyrrha. I didn't cry with Penny. I don't know why. Like my heartstrings tore a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm not gonna cry. And then like right after that, Pyrrha dies, and I'm like,
Okay, now I
shit,
can cry.
tears start rolling down my face.
Okay,
Yeah.
with my first RWBY cry, it was Penny, but it was like one of those cries where I was so shocked and I just felt the tears rolling, like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
they really did that. And then like full on blowing up, like actually crying was with Pyrrha.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I cried in Penny because it would be so easy to bring Penny back.
Oh yeah.
Like
You would think, but it wouldn't be Penny.
I mean, they could still like take her head wasn't destroyed or anything. They could like take the microchip out of her and put her in another body. I mean, it would still technically, there would be so many ways they could bring her back as Penny.
I would have loved if, like, in Volume 3, the Vital Tower, or like the floating tower, just fell and exploded, because then we'd have confirmation that he couldn't, or she couldn't come back at all.
Oh.
Wow.
It's
Like,
not,
no.
and it's no. It's not because I don't want her to come back. I want her to come back. I honestly do. I miss Penny.
Oh my god,
But
do you...
it's one of those things. Like, they're already trying to destroy Vale. You have literally a floating weapon above there. Just take out whatever's making it hover.
Do you realize, like, if they actually decide to bring Penny back, like, no memories, and Ruby finds her, it's gonna break her heart.
Break her heart. It's gonna break my heart.
Then they can become friends all over again, though.
Oh.
That's sad. That's a season 16 wash moment. That's sad. I don't.
They could
that.
like rekindle their friendship, though. I mean, it's
They
not.
could rekindle Nuts and Dolt.
What
Oh, yeah.
if Penny comes back as a gun?
2.0. What if we get a Penny or like original Penny comes back after new Penny's there?
There can only be one.
Like a copy of her. I feel like there's hundreds of like pennies that are just like prototyped, waiting and like.
I
a
feel
Oh,
like
like-
Penny is
somewhere.
text now.
Is this gonna be like the end of that season of Red versus Blue?
Yeah,
I
that's
just
what I
wanna-
was just referencing.
Yeah.
I just want to say I like how we're going to stay on topic. We're not gonna go off topic. Start talking about Adam. Find our way to Penny.
Yeah.
We need to kind of start wrapping this up, but
Yeah.
But we'll,
Final
really quickly,
thoughts?
though, I did want to say, no, not final thoughts.
Oh.
But I did want to say that we won't be seeing Glenda again in the show
What?
unless she's played by another voice actress.
Why?
Because
Am I missing something?
Kathleen basically went off on Rooster Teeth, called said Ashley Jenkins is only successful because she's dating Bernie, and got bad blood with Rooster. And she's no longer. Tex is never coming back. Glenda's never coming back, as far as we know.
Ouch.
And
Wait,
that's
Texas
why
is never coming back?
Same voice actor.
Nope. And so we're never gonna see that again. Unless Glenda is played by another voice actress, which you could easily pass off in the RWBY universe. They've done it so many times at this point.
But also, there's no reason for Glinda anymore. I mean, she was there for the school, and she was there to kind of lead Pyrrha, I guess, to her inevitable doom. But, I mean, I don't see any point to bring Glinda back at this exact moment.
Glinda, no, I mean, I can see a reason, because Glinda knew how to run Beacon.
Yeah, that's what. But there's no Beacon anymore, and that's what I'm saying.
But there is still a haven without a headmaster.
I like that.
Yeah,
I feel like it could work. I feel like if they wanted to bring Glinda back, they could find someone to at least get her into a situation where we know that she's sort of there.
I feel like that might be where we see Crow going. I think that the next season is going to try and convince Crow to become the headmaster.
Oh, there's no way.
I don't. Really Crow's not a headmaster.
I'd like to see that.
Crow is a teacher. You guys
I
keep forgetting
know.
this.
I know he's a teacher. Sorry, Kirsten.
No, it's okay. I'd like to see him as a headmaster. I feel like he'd do a good job at it. I really do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's almost died twice. He needs to just relax for a bit, and I think even he knows that. Although alternatively, we might see someone else because Beacon's still gone. We might see someone else take it over. We could even see Tai Yang potentially doing it because they're building Tai Yang up for something, and I don't know what it is.
I see Tai
Watch him
Yang.
die. Watch it be that he dies.
No, he's not allowed to die. He's dead. He's
dead.
He's
Bernie Burns. He's not allowed to.
Yeah, Bernie's not allowed to die.
Bernie's characters never die. Have you not learned this from Red vs. Blue?
Fair.
I don't see Crow settling down long enough to be a headmaster. Teacher's one thing, but I just don't see him putting in enough effort to be a headmaster. If that makes... Not that I'm talking bad about Crow, it's just his character.
Give him a good female head co-assistant and
oh my god. Eye candy. Is this gonna be like a... Have you guys seen the Flintstones movie?
Yes.
The live action one, right?
The live action one.
Yep.
With Halle Berry. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those type of situations.
I can see it.
Yabba dabba, do you wanna dance?
Oh, that's
we can make a Stone Age family.
I don't think we can go up from here.
We just need to stop while we're ahead.
That's peak comedy.
Get my rocks off.
God.
Okay. Emi, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Final thoughts going around?
It's bad when your co-hosts are like, yeah, let's just get this over.
We're done. That's
right.
it.
This has been going on for too long. Let's just... Alright, so final thoughts on the episode, like Brad said. So, starting with Jenni. I don't know why I called you
Did
Jenna.
you just call me the wrong name?
Did you just assume the name?
Fam, get your life together.
I've been listening to too much Be More Chill. Jenni.
And there was definitely some interesting stuff, but it was very disappointing for me as an Adam fan. I just didn't.
The only Adam fan.
Yeah, the only Adam fan, and I guess it was because I went in with super high expectations of this being just a great character short, and it was just it wasn't up to par with me.
I like to imagine that there's a lead up to it, and it's all like, hey, there's gonna be an Adam short in a movie theater, and Jenny's just sitting outside going like, I'm ready. Gets in there, only person in the movie theater. Movie starts out clapping, going, yeah, and then just ends with her in silence, just petrified.
All you hear is a fucking really.
Brad, final thoughts.
I think it was about average as far as like what I'm okay with goes. Like it wasn't great. It wasn't necessarily bad, but there was a lot of things that I could definitely say could have been done differently or better. But as far as like an animated short goes, prior to the actual season coming out, it leaves me sort of not exactly hyper anticipating the next bit of content, but I still want to see what happens. So I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10.
Oh, are we supposed to rate it?
No, that's
I
just me.
forgot that
That's
was
just
a
me.
thing.
No.
Like that's my
Brad
that's my
just-
final go for it.
Well, I mean, we used to rate it last season, so I didn't know if we were still doing
I want to
that.
give it six
I mean-
6 Pop Doras out of 10.
Last time I just said, do you like it or do you not like it? Kirsten.
While I did enjoy the parts with Sienna, I ultimately did not like the short. That scene with Blake, while I understood what they were going for, I hated it. It made me cringe. The only good thing that came out of it was fucking Blake's ears actually having emotion. But just the delivery of that scene was awful. I disliked the first fight scene. And, oh god. I don't know. I found myself laughing at points. Like, for instance, the part at the beginning, there's a cat faunus that actually goes like, Adam! Like, in
Adam.
that direct tone, and I could not stop laughing every single fucking time I heard his name. As stupid as that sounds, I don't know, just line delivery, like, scenes used, and then that fucking atrocious fight scene. I did not like it, but I understand the effort that they went to for everything, and I just hope that something good happens in this next season.
All right. My personal thoughts on it are, while I didn't like the first fight scene, I personally didn't have a problem with it. Like I mean, Aura's been a problem throughout the entirety of the show.
Oh, definitely.
And while that's not something I should get used to, or like no one should get used to that, because we gotta it's kind of our also responsibility to keep them on their toes. But also, if we keep hounding them about it, they're gonna be focusing on that instead of giving us a story.
True.
And moving the plot forward more than one city a season. And this kind of just it felt like a engine test more than it did a story short. And I feel like the animation engine for RWBY in this next season is going to be great, but I hope they can pull it around because this short wasn't overly impressive with story or a look into, like, we didn't learn anything new about Adam.
Yeah.
At all. We didn't learn anything new about anyone or any of the events. We just know that somewhere there's a hallway that looks really cool, and that Sienna Khan is badass.
She is. She's
So.
my wife.
We also found out that apparently we're supposed to care what's underneath Adam's mask because he probably has silver eyes.
Wait, he wears a mask? I thought those were his eyes.
What? You didn't realize that he didn't have 6 eyes?
What?
What?
Speaking of the mask, I know we're finishing off. I just wanted to mention he threw the mask off at the very end, so it's possible my theory is correct and we're gonna have a good item next season. So.
Oh no.
I want him to have like overly dramatically good.
Oh my god,
eyes.
he has like Adam, what do you see with your anime eyes?
I want him.
See with your special eyes.
I want him to have.
Guys, we don't want to get started on this because I can talk about this for hours. Don't get me started on his good looks.
Well, I think he's gonna have like those closed anime eyes like Brock.
You say we don't have enough time for it? Yeah, we actually do. It's like a millisecond.
We can talk about this in the post show.
That's a thing.
We're doing a post? Oh god.
I just got off an 8-hour shift. I don't know if I can handle all this.
We're gonna talk about this in the post show that doesn't exist.
We're going
Tune
all
into
night.
RWBYcast New Game Plus.
New Game Plus.
Oh god.
Vcast. Past cast.
Past cast.
Case closed. Let's go get drunk.
Let's end this.
I'm down with that.
Hey. All right. Thank you so much for watching this episode of RWBYcast. Be sure to subscribe for the next episode of RWBYcast because as far as we know, RWBY's not being posted on YouTube, which means we won't appear in your recommended. So if you want to continue watching this, you gotta watch it on YouTube and you gotta subscribe to us to do it. We post other fun things on the channel as well. If this is your first video with us, we have all of season 1 if you want to see what our thoughts on volume 5 were. We have animated shorts of our own, and we also have theory videos, which one might be about RWBY here. So, with that being said, I will link to all of these guys' socials down in the description below.
Yeah.
Be sure to follow them, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.